Hey everyone, Cece here. Welcome to another episode of Art Journaling 101. This week is episode number 4. The artist of the week is Donna Downey. So if you remember last week we did these we did more than 2 pages. We did 3 pages with some Claudine Helmet's products. This week we're going to focus on covering these 2 envelopes. These are the back sides of last week's pages, as well as this cardboard page. We're going to use a Donna Downey stencil, which is the Hollyhock. We're also going to use something super expensive. Newspaper. Everybody has newspaper in their house. If you don't have newspaper, you can use flyers, any text paper, cheap text paper, or even better yet, go to your Pharmaprix or Jean Coutu in the neighborhood. Just grab their free newspapers. They always kind of have them right at the entrance, and just grab that. And we're also going to be working with silks and a few other products. Who knows what's going to happen, because journaling is an adventure. All right, I'll show you what you guys are going to need. So as usual, we're going to work on our craft mat, and obviously you're going to need your journal, the heat tool, the collapsible water cup by Faber-Castell, 2 brushes. I have a larger one and a pointy tip one, the big brush pen by Faber-Castell in black, a paper towel, a pair of scissors, a stenciling foam brush, a palette knife, the following silks: Emperor's Gold, Pink Grapefruit, and Teal Zircon, Orange Yellow Precious Metal Paint by Viva, Mother of Pearl Rose Modeling Cream by Viva, Violet Metallic 3D Stamp Paint by Viva, from the Claudine Helmet Studio line, Gesso and Matte Multimedium, the Hollyhock masks from the Donna Downey Studios collection by Prima, School Desk stamp set from the Tim Holtz collection by Stampers Anonymous, text pages from a newspaper. I'm also going to be using leftovers from 3 number 8 manila tags, so you can use any type of cardstock that you have left over, as long as they're small enough to fit in the pocket. I also have these 3 butterflies that were cut out with the Tim Holtz Mini Butterflies Movers and Shapers die, and then were embossed using the Attic Treasure stamp set, and it was embossed in black. The very first step is to gesso our 2 envelopes, as well as this side of the cardboard page. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and be right back. Okay, so I've got my 2 envelopes gessoed. I've also gessoed the top here, and while this is drying, we're going to work on our newspaper pages. So we'll set that aside, and we'll bring our text paper. I'm going to start with a smaller piece, and I'm going to bring in my 3 colors of silks, which is Emperor's Gold, Pink Grapefruit, and Teal Zircon. And I'm going to start with the Emperor's Gold, and I'm going to be very, very generous with these glazes. Like so. My next color I'm going to bring in is the Pink Grapefruit, and I'm going to walk that into the gold. The cool thing about the glazes is that they are glazed, so you can see through the text paper, which is kind of awesome. Beautiful. As you can see, it's very shiny. Last color I'm going to put in is the Teal Zircon, which is a very rich teal color. Look at this. How yummy is that? So I'm just going to put that at the bottom, and again work that into my pink. Not too much though. I don't want to hide that beautiful pink. And I could give it a second coat if I wanted to. Look at this. So I'm going to show you how beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is. As you can see, the ink from the newspaper didn't bleed at all. In essence, we just created our background paper for our journal pages. I have 2 more to do like that. I'm going to come back and let it dry and come back and show you what it looks like when it's dry. And I'm back. Just wanted to show you the 3 pieces of newspaper that I painted with the silks. Look how shiny they are. Oh, I love these colors. So beautiful. So I'm going to use these pages to cover up these two envelopes. We're going to take our matte medium and we're going to cover one of the envelopes first. I'm just going to paint that medium all over the envelope. And I'm just going to glue that there. Make sure that it's stuck down really well. And I'm going to cut around it with my scissors. So there we have our two pages, and now we're going to stencil. We're at the stenciling part, so I've got the Hollyhock stencil right here, and the Violet Metallic 3D Stamp Paint by Viva Decor. And I'm going to use this bouncer. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. Anyways, they're foam brushes. Look at that gorgeous color right there. It's kind of like a grainy paint, but it's also very shimmery. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce right here in the lid just to make sure I don't have too much. I don't want a lot of paint on my foam brush. And I think I'm going to treat this as if it's a page. It didn't take long to dry at all. In fact, I barely had to heat set that. We're going to put some centers on our Hollyhock with the Orange Yellow Precious Metal paint. Just going to give that a stir. Make sure that all the pigment is well blended with the paint. And I'm just going to do the centers like that. I'm going to dry this with my heat tool now. Got a knitting needle here, but you can very well take the end of your paintbrush. Look how shiny they are. Aren't they pretty?